In this lecture, we will solve few more problems which is not included in the exercise of Ghosh-Maiti book with some extra problem. Basically, the solving of vector equations. So the first problem is, let alpha, beta, gamma be three given vectors in space with alpha dot gamma not equal to 0. Let alpha, beta, gamma be three given vectors in space with alpha dot gamma not equal to 0, and let D be a given scalar, then find the vector rho which satisfies rho cross alpha equals beta and rho dot gamma equals D, which satisfies these two vector equations. That means we have to solve these two vector equations for the vector rho. So starting with the first given equation, rho cross alpha equals beta. Now we are applying cross product from left by gamma vector. So we will get gamma cross rho cross alpha. Why we are applying cross product from the left by gamma vector? Because we have this condition, rho dot gamma equals D. Now if we apply cross product from the left or from the right, whatever you want, then you will get one product like gamma dot rho or rho dot gamma. Both are same because dot product is commutative. Then instead of this, we can use this constant D. So for that reason, we are applying cross product by gamma vector. So it will become, applying the rule of vector triple product, so gamma dot alpha then rho minus gamma dot rho then alpha equals gamma cross beta. Now this part we can put D, so it will be minus D alpha equals gamma cross beta. So this equals D alpha plus gamma cross beta. We need to get the value of rho vector, which we can easily find it from this line. So rho vector equals alpha, and it is given in the question that this quantity is not equal to 0. Actually in the question it was given alpha dot gamma not equal to 0, but here it is gamma dot alpha. Both are same, nothing to worry about because dot product is commutative. So we can write 1 by this quantity. So this is valid. This is our required answer for rho. Okay. Next, moving to the next example. Example number 2. Find scalars y and z. Find scalars y and z such that alpha vector y plus beta vector z equals gamma vector, such that this quantity. We have to find out the value of the scalars y and z. This example is very easy. How to get this? Just think a little bit. We have to find out y and z. We will do it one by one. That is, whenever we are trying to find y, we will try to put this part become 0, right? Then we can easily get the value of y. So for becoming this part 0, what we have to do? This is vector b z, vector beta z. If we cross product it by vector beta, then beta cross beta, it will turn to 0. So we are applying cross product from right or from left, whatever you want. I am applying from right by vector beta. So it will become y, then okay, I am writing one step, cross beta vector equals gamma cross beta. So it will become y alpha cross beta I'm not writing it again. It will become Z beta cross beta, that is ultimately 0, equals gamma cross beta. So from there, what we can write? Now we cannot write y equals this by this, because this is a vector. We don't know this is a 0 vector or not. Nothing is given in the question. So for that reason, what we are doing? We are multiplying, that is we are applying dot product on both sides by alpha cross beta. Applying dot product by alpha cross beta. Then if we apply dot product by this vector, then this will be this into this, that means it's squared, then it will become a scalar quantity. Then we can easily write down this vector by this dot product. So for that reason we are applying dot product by this. So in the next line we are writing it y, then alpha cross beta dot alpha cross beta equals gamma cross beta dot alpha cross beta. Then y equals, this is its square. Now this becomes a scalar quantity. So we can write the result as this. Before that it was a vector quantity, so we cannot write it like this by this. So y equals this one. Now check, it is given in the question that find scalars y and z. So ultimately the result of y, it will be scalar always. Check this quantity, this is obviously scalar, and this is dot product, this is also obviously scalar. So y equals this, a scalar quantity. Now by applying similar procedure, just by forming cross product in the first step by alpha vector, you can easily get the value of z. Okay, this will be your homework. Now moving to the next example and the last example, example number 3. Find r and lambda, find r and lambda where, here r is vector and lambda is scalar. Okay, find r and lambda where a cross r equals b plus lambda a and a dot r equals 2. A cross r equals b plus lambda a and a dot r equals 2. And given that vector a equals I cap plus 2 j cap minus k cap, and vector b equals 2 I cap minus j cap plus k cap. The values of vector a and b is given, these are given, and the two equations are given. Then you have to find out r, the vector r and the scalar lambda. So starting the solution, let the vector r equals this, x I cap plus y j cap plus some z k cap. Okay, and starting with the first equation, a cross r equals b plus lambda a. Then putting their value, a putting its value cross, then r vector putting its value equals, on the right hand side putting the value of b plus lambda into putting the value of a vector. Then from the left hand side, by applying cross multiplication over a vector and r vector, we will get 2z plus y, 2z plus y I cap minus x plus z j cap plus y minus 2x k cap. And from the right hand side we will get 2 plus lambda I cap plus minus 1 plus 2 lambda j cap plus 1 minus lambda k cap. I'm not explaining all these dot and cross products and the sum of two vectors, you all know about it. So I'm just writing it the result. So this is our left hand side and this is our right hand side. Again we have another one condition, that is a dot r, vector a dot vector r equals 2, right? From there, what we can write? Vector A dot vector 2 vector r equals 2. So from there, what we will get? We will get x plus 2y. Writing it in the next line. X plus 2y minus z equals 2. Okay. Just number the equation as 1. And again, from the previous result, that means by equating these two, this one and this one, by comparing both sides, the components, that is I components and I components, j and j, k and k components, what will we get? We can write from there, that is 2z plus y equals 2 plus lambda, then minus x plus z equals minus 1 plus 2 lambda, then y minus 2x equals 1 minus lambda, right? Now from these three equations, taking two equations at a time, we will try to solve the value of lambda. That means we are trying to eliminate the value of lambda just by taking two equations at a time. If you take this one and this one, that is first two equations, then what we can write? Just taking the value of lambda from the first equation and putting it on the second equation. Then we will get minus x minus z equals minus 1 plus 2 into the value of lambda from the first equation, that is 2z plus y minus 2. Now open the bracket, minus x minus z equals minus 1 plus 4z plus 2y minus 4. That means x plus 2y plus 5z equals 5. Number it as equation number 2. Now take another two equations. Let's take first one and third one. Then just eliminate, taking the value of lambda from the first equation and putting it on the third one. Then we will get from the third one y minus 2x equals 1 minus, then the value of lambda, which is 2z plus y minus 2. Then y minus 2x equals 1 minus 2z minus y plus 2. So it will become minus 2x plus 3y minus 2z, plus 2z minus 3 equals 0. That is ultimately 2x minus 3y minus 2z equals minus 3. Putting it as equation number 3. Okay. So we get total 3 equations in 3 unknowns, x, y, z, and we get equation number 1, 2, 3. Now taking all these 3 equations, by applying Cramer's rule, we can easily get the result. You know how to apply it, Cramer's rule. You are very well known with it. Just apply Cramer's rule and you will get the result of x, y, z. Okay. Then by putting the value of x, y, z in any one of the 3 equations, you will get the value of lambda. This is our required answer, lambda. And by taking x, y, z, you can easily get the vector r, which is xi cap, yj cap and zk cap. Just put it, you will get the result for r and lambda. Okay. This is the required solution.